The flood waters recede and the ark rests. Genesis 8, 1-5, verses 1-2. And God remembered Noah and every living thing, and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. Explanation: the chapter opens with a crucial statement. God remembered Noah and all the life in the ark. To begin the process of receding the waters, God causes a wind to blow over the earth. The waters stop increasing because the source of the flood is sealed. The fountains of the deep are stopped, and the rain from heaven is restrained. Verses 3-5. And the waters return from off the earth continually, and after the end of the 150 days the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. Explanation: the waters begin to recede steadily after the initial 150 days of prevailing. The ark finally comes to rest in the 7th month, on the 17th day, settling on the mountains of Ararat. The waters continue to decrease, and by the 1st day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains become visible. Sending out the birds, Genesis 8, 6-12, verses 6-7. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Explanation: 40 days after the mountaintops appeared, Noah opens the window he had made in the ark. He sends out a raven. The raven flies back and forth, finding places to land on the exposed peaks, until the land is dry. Verses 8-12. Also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand, and took her, and pulled her in unto him into the ark. And he stayed yet other 7 days. And again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. Explanation: next Noah sends out a dove. The dove returns immediately because it cannot find a dry place to land. Noah waits another 7 days and sends the dove out again. This time the dove returns in the evening with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its mouth, which serves as clear evidence that the waters have gone down significantly. Noah waits a third period of 7 days and sends the dove out one last time. This time it does not return, signaling that the land is completely dry. Leaving the ark and worship, Genesis 8:13-22. Verses 13-14. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. Explanation: the 1st day of the 601st year of Noah's life, by Jewish calendar reckoning, marks the point where the surface waters had completely dried. Noah removes the covering of the ark and sees that the ground is dry. However, the final, full drying of the earth, making it firm enough to walk on, takes until the 27th day of the 2nd month. The entire time in the ark lasted slightly over 1 year. Verses 15-19. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both fowl and cattle, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, went forth out of the ark after their kinds. Explanation: God speaks to Noah and explicitly gives the command to leave the ark, bringing out his entire family and all the animals. The purpose is for the animals to be fruitful, multiply, and repopulate the earth. Noah, his family, and all the creatures leave the ark exactly as commanded. Verses 20 to 22. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living, as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Explanation. Noah's first act upon leaving the ark is to build an altar to the Lord. He takes some of the clean beasts and clean fowls, the ones taken in sevens, and offers burnt offerings to God. God accepts the offering, smelled a sweet savor, and makes an internal, solemn commitment. He promises never again to curse the ground or destroy all living things with a flood, even though he knows the evil inclination of man's heart is persistent from his youth. He assures that the fundamental cycles of nature, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, will continue uninterrupted for as long as the earth exists.